Winter is here and you are probably looking for outerwear, trying to figure out what's worth adding to your collection, what's going to look good, and what is going to get you the most bang for your buck. Not just something you're going to wear once or twice and never wear again, but year after year. You are in the right place, my girl. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it is your girl Jordan of Little Miss JB Style, your pear-shaped shorty. I mean, just your general style guru at this point. And today I am talking outerwear. I got those requests in the comments from my last video on sweater dress outfits. You just loved the outerwear. You wanted to know what my collection was like, where I shop for outerwear, what looks good, and what is worth spending the money on. So that is what this video is all about, especially with winter being right here upon us. It is cold and you want to look good. Yeah, I've got you. As always, if there's a piece you are loving, I do my best to link it in the description. If something is sold out, I make sure to note that and do my best to find something similar, not only in style, but in price and quality as well, because I don't want to skimp, okay? I'm not just gonna recommend just anything because it's cute, okay? I recommend things that you are going to want to wear, that are going to still be within that budget range, and that is going to last you a long time, because you know I'm not team one-time wear. I like to wear my clothes over and over and over, year after year after year. If you follow me on my social channels like Instagram or TikTok, you know if you've seen a piece once, you will see it a million times, because that is just my style. That is what I do here. So let's get into my outerwear collection for the fall winter season. The different styles, the different cuts, the different brands, the different sizing. So you get the ultimate guide of what to look for in terms of sizing, what to look for in terms of material, as well as some styling ideas as well. Starting off strong with a classic, I feel like, for fall winter, and that is just the denim jackets. This is something that is classic. You're gonna wear year after year after year, and you've definitely seen me wear these a couple of times. I will say that these are not my most worn pieces on my social media channels. However, they do get a lot of wear in real life. I just don't always snap them. I don't know, I'm just not the best at it. But I will say, if you are pear-shaped like me, you kind of have two directions you can go in. I like the ultra crop style like this one and this one, but then I also like the longer style like this as well. I think this is super flattering and you can do a ton of really fun things with it. So let's go ahead and get into the different denim jackets that I have. Very first up is this denim jacket. This is from American Eagle. I have had this for years. Actually, a friend gifted it to me, so it has sentimental value, which is why I've never gotten rid of it. Like, my bestie in high school gave it to me, and it just gives me such great memories, even though her and I don't talk anymore. But a classic blue denim jacket is such a staple. This is really great to throw on over just about anything, honestly. If you pick the right fit, it's going to last you some years. So the key that you want to look for when you're looking at denim jackets, regardless of cropped versus long, is shoulder placement. That's true with any top. You want the shoulders to line up with your actual shoulders, unless you are purposely doing the oversized, like, baggy effect. So that's something that you kind of have to decide. But when it matches up with your shoulders, that's going to give you a really good fit. It's going to make sure that it sits on your body just right. The other thing is the sleeve length. So making sure that these sleeves aren't too short or too long. Again, just because if it's too short, it'll look like it's shrunken. If that's not the vibe you're going for, you know, you don't want to do that. And then too long, again, it can look sloppy unless you are doing that on purpose. And the last thing, and to be honestly the most important thing when I'm looking at tops and outerwear in general, is the length of the top or outerwear piece itself. So I personally like my jackets to stop at the smallest part of my waist if I'm going crop style. I don't like it to stop at my hip bones or just at, like, the widest part of my hips. I try to avoid that personally. I just don't feel like that gives the vibes that I am going for. That is not to say that you cannot do that. I definitely will say, if you want to show off your figure and you like the crop style, try and find jackets that are the length of where your smallest part of the waist is. And don't be afraid to DIY yourself. I absolutely have cut up a jacket in my day to make it sit exactly where I want it to sit, especially a denim jacket. That is definitely all the vibes right now. Ultra cropped, DIY cut stuff. So don't be afraid with a denim jacket to give that a try as well. Or if I'm doing a longer jacket, whether it's denim or anything, this is true of all my jackets, I make sure that it goes past the widest part of my hips, because then it gives me a more slimming effect. And personally, with most jackets, I love to just go straight maxi. Honestly, the longer the better for me. I just feel like that gives so much edge, and to me it's a lot easier to style. I feel that sometimes if you have the jackets that go just past the widest part of your hips, some people still struggle to style that. So if you want something easy, straightforward, the ultra cropped at the smallest part of your waist or maxi style is just gonna give you everything you need with the minimal amount of styling. You're just gonna look good out the gate, and it's really gonna polish off your looks. So places to buy denim jackets, I like American Eagle. I actually do like TJ Maxx as well, and I've even found really good denim jackets at Forever 21 that have lasted me a very long time. I'm not super picky when it comes to denim jackets or where they're from, honestly, because I feel like as long as I take care of my pieces, and that's something I talk about a lot, is making sure not only to buy quality pieces, but take care of those pieces regardless of where you've bought them from. That really helps to make them last for years. So even my Forever 21 one, this is like 3 or 4 years old and still hasn't ripped, not seeing any issues with wear, so I'm loving that for a budget price point. And of course, I've rounded up my favorite denim jackets in the description below, so you can shop my picks there as well. In line with the denim jacket, but something newer to the scene that I feel like definitely has staying power, is the Shacket. I mean, we have seen this everywhere. I love a good Shacket, and here is my Shacket collection. I have about 4 to 5, so not a lot, and I will say that I don't have any Shackets in a crop style. I don't find crop Shackets to be my vibe. That's not to say that you can't wear them, but personally, if I'm doing a Shacket, I'm looking for something that goes past the widest part of my hips, or is the maxi style like this recent purchase from ASOS. This girls, when I tell you the compliments floweth, they floweth. So if you are on the fence about what style to buy, honestly, maxi is always gonna give you the compliments. Like, you're never gonna worry about whether or not it's flattering. It is the vibe, I promise you. So a couple of places that I love to shop for Shackets. I love ASOS. You should not be surprised if you watch my Instagram stories on Friday when I share my new in purchases. Odds are I probably have a package from ASOS. It's that bad, and I promise I'm working on it. So ASOS is a really great place. H&M has some really good options as well. And then I do like Lulu's on occasion. I do feel some of their Shackets are a little bit overpriced, in my opinion, for the quality, but they do have some really cute styles. But also don't sleep on like Nordstrom as well. I feel like they have a good variety, especially if you're looking for a lot of different brands, which is one of the reasons I like ASOS so much, is you just get a large variety of brands in one place. Nordstrom is another good place to be looking for Shackets as well. And of course, link in the description. Rounding up my Shacket picks that are out there right now for you to shop. So next up in outerwear is like the faux shearling coats. I stand for a faux fur coat in the winter. You can't tell me they are not that girl, okay? And I have 3 crop styles. Here's what they look like. I have this one from Zara. I have this one, which is from ASOS, and this other one, which is from H&M. I just love a good faux fur moment. I just think it gives like, I am rich. And what I love about the faux fur as well, regardless of if you're doing cropped or maxi, which I do have maxi options that I'll show you next, is that it always looks luxurious. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money. I don't think that any of these jackets were over 50 bucks, and they look really good, okay? Like, and they always give, who is she? Like, body energy. And I love that for me, and I want that for you. I will say, like, for winter, if you want to give more luxury, faux fur is absolutely always going to be on the top of the list. Whether you're doing a jacket or accessories like hats and gloves, faux fur. Just go ahead and get you some faux fur, I promise. Again, you see that these are crop style. I have these specifically to show off my figures. These are more what I like to call date night jackets. And I even have this super extra one that I got from ASOS in the red that gets so many compliments. In fact, this look is trending right now on Pinterest for the holidays, and I'm sure it's because that red jacket is a vibe. But the faux fur you can absolutely have fun with, not just in the neutral colors, which is safe, so browns, tans, blacks, but do have fun with a pop of color. I feel like so many people think that they can't pull off a fun color, but depending on the color that you choose, like red for me is super versatile, especially around the holiday season. Christmas, you can always wear red. Valentine's Day, you can always wear red. So this actually gets a lot of wear, and even pink is a really fun option as well. So when it comes to adding the colors in terms of jackets, you just really have to go for it. I think that you can't overthink it because, you know, you're gonna talk yourself out of it, which it's so easy to do. I think you just kind of pick the color jacket and then figure out how to work the different outfits around it. But the faux fur it gives, and it's perfect, like I said, as it starts to get super cold, but you wanna look nice and put together and elegant and chic. Le chic, yeah. The faux fur jackets. And getting into my longer faux fur jackets, these are the couple that I have. This one and this one, which are from H&M, and then I have this one, which is from ASOS. I think the brand is B-A-S-H, Bash, or is it Ba-and-sh? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to say it, but these are my faux fur, and again, these get all the compliments, and they are warm. Like, if you want to look good and you want to be warm, again, a faux fur jacket, it gives, whether you're doing fur itself or the shearling texture, the teddy texture, you really can't go wrong with either. And these are ones that I've literally worn for years. I've had these for about 3 to 4 years. Don't be afraid if you feel like you're going to get one of these that they're going to be super hard to take care of. They're actually not. And if you want to see a video on how I do that, just let me know in the comments. And also in the description, of course, is my roundup of fun faux fur teddy jackets like the maxi styles that you can shop right now too. Moving into the next style that I've just started kind of investing in, and that is the puffer style coat. So actually I only have one puffer style coat. It is this one from ASOS. I don't know why I waited so long, especially living in Michigan. I feel like a maxi puffer coat is just essential if you feel like you're actually going to be outside for extended periods of time. Unless you want to have fun, then you can do like the really fun kind of like ski jumpsuits, which I almost bought one of those literally just to walk my dog in the winter because I thought that'd be so cute. But a puffer jacket, honestly, again, it's a classic, and they have so many different fun colors and patterns now, so you don't feel like you have to stick with black, which definitely I understand why everyone chooses it. It's the easiest to take care of. This one from ASOS does require dry cleaning, and it does get dirty, I would say, a little bit easier. So I do dry clean it at the beginning of the season and again at the end of the season. If you want to avoid that, stick to darker colors. But I do feel like getting a maxi puffer coat in a fun color like this, especially the cream color, it goes with everything. It's so fun and it's so different that it turns heads. And I feel like for me, I don't mind paying the extra money to have it dry clean to have that vibe, okay? Like, I don't mind being the vibe. But if you are looking at puffer coats, there are tons out there. There are totally different colors. So if you want something that's a little bit more fun but easier to take care of, think pink, think green, think yellow. Those in terms of getting dirty, like those aren't going to get dirty as easy. You're not going to notice like little things as you would on something like a cream colored one. But they're also going to be really fun and turn heads and things like that. So I think that do not sleep on a maxi puffer coat, especially if you live somewhere absolutely freezing, because child, when I tell you I cannot believe I waited so long to get this coat, because it is a game changer and a lifesaver all in one. And I look good, like with a good pair of boots. You see the faux fur boots. It giveth. Last but not least, just wool coats, like your classic kind of clean cut coats. I've had quite a few of these over the years. I played with colors, so I found some from TJ Maxx, from Topshop, from Zara, from ASOS. These you can find everywhere, and I feel like if you live somewhere where it doesn't get freezing cold, these are a really great option to have on hand. They're a little bit more professional. They're going to look very, very chic, very, very tailored, very put together, and if that's your look, these are great to have in a couple of colors. I would not even bother getting black or like navy or anything kind of boring in these coats. I feel like the wool coats is a great opportunity to have the most fun because the cut is already so classic. Why not introduce a little spice, a little bit of zest into your style? Like this houndstooth one from Zara literally gets all the compliments, and I got this when they had their major sale, so I didn't even pay over $100 for this, and it's so cute. And again, you can just mix it and match it how you want to. I will say the caveat with the wool coats, they are not going to keep you as warm as you want them to, which is why I say if you don't live somewhere that it gets truly cold, you can go ahead and have a good collection of these because you can swap them out. But if you are in Michigan and further north, these aren't going to cut it. I'm just going to let you know, you're going to have to layer a lot underneath to be warm in these. So just keep that in mind as you're choosing like the wool coats. I know they're like, oh yes, get you a nice, cool, classic wool coat. But when it gets cold, girl, you're going to reach for the puffer coat. I'm letting you know now, you're going to reach for the puffer coat because it's warm, and that's one of the reasons. That's the other reason I tell you to go ahead and have a fun puffer coat as well, because it's going to be something, if you live somewhere freezing, you're going to reach for hands down all the time. But the wool coats are absolutely worth having. And you notice I don't have any pea coats that stop at my thigh. Nope. Team maxi. Girl. Just, if you get one tip out of this video, if you're not going to go cropped, go for the maxi, because I promise you, it will serve the vibes, okay? It will serve the vibes. So that is it, my entire fall winter coat collection. Hopefully you got a good idea of the different styles that are out there, the different styles that might work for you and what you're trying to do in terms of your style, in terms of your outfit, what's gonna really polish off the look and what's really gonna be more of a statement. And of course, giving you tons of ideas for brands, for color options, and different materials and things to look for, because all those are so important as you are choosing the right coats for winter that you're not just going to want to wear this season, but again, that are going to last you year after year after year again. So please keep those tips in mind, and thank you so much for watching all the way through. I hope you got some useful tips. I hope that you are feeling more confident about coat shopping for the upcoming season, because that's what I want to help you with. I want to make you feel more confident by giving you information, showing you what's worked for me so you can see what might work for you, and giving you tips and tricks that you can use to build the wardrobe that you love so you know you look amazing, because I know you do. I mean, you do. You don't need the coat, but the coat will help. And that will help you to manifest all these other areas you are working towards. Because when you look good, you do feel good. I just hate to say it, but there is some truth to that. So thank you seriously for watching all the way through to the end, and stay tuned for another video in just a couple of days. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.